because you hack that long.
It's okay. You only need one lung. That's why you have two of them.
Why am I? Oh, that's because I have the sound turned on for both streams. Okay, there we go. Now I'm not getting stereo. Hi, everybody out there in stream land. How's it going tonight, everybody? How's everybody feeling on this Wednesday night of space?
Sleepy.
Yeah, sleepy, and yeah, there's so much bad shit going on. But you know what? We're gonna do fictional bad shit. We're gonna do bad shit in space, with like batleths and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Anyway, we are live from the apocalypse. We are a not-for-profit TTRPG studio who raises money for nonprofits and other charitable organizations through our content. So if you like what you are seeing, and we sincerely hope that you do, that you're not just hate watching us, even if you are, maybe, donate anyway. Donate to spite us. That'll show us. You can see that where the subscribe button would normally be, that it is not that. It is a donation button. We have hidden the subscribe button because we would very much like it if rather than giving us blips and chits and bits, corporate scripts and assorted Jeffy bucks of those persuasions, that you take that money and you send it directly to the causes that we are raising money for, which in this case is Medical Aid for Palestinians, who are doing a lot of very good work in the Gaza Strip right now, where that is one of the very bad things that is happening right now. There's so many, and we can only really deal with so many at a time. So we're going to try and deal with this one in what way we can. You may be a little bit confused with the totals because it's a British charity, and so your American freedom dollars will be converted to British tyranny pounds. But I assure you that the money is all still being donated. We have some donation incentives on this particular game, which we're playing Star Trek Gallant. I should probably say that. Star Trek Gallant, using the Star Trek Adventure system kind of loosely, as it pleases me to use the mechanics. And among the incentives that we have is you can donate $5 to give the crew momentum. That is a point that they can spend to help themselves out. You can spend $5. You can donate $5 to give me, your lovable game master, threat. Threat is a thing that I can use to make shit harder for them and help me and my NPCs out. You can also donate $5 to name a red shirt. And as of yet, I haven't killed a single red shirt. Let alone one that somebody has actually named. Yours could be the first. Yours could be the first one that I kill. I'll come close. I haven't done it yet. But I could. Just do it when you at least fucking expect that I'm going to do it. I swear to God. Anyway. Let's see. Why don't we go ahead and introduce ourselves and who we are playing tonight? Maybe. Okay, cool. There we go. I was like, wait, is Cass here? Okay, cool. Why don't we start off the introductions with Cass?
As I continue to cough. Hello, everybody. My name is Cass, better known as Yod Almighty. I have COVID, so I'm gonna sound awesome. I am playing Vimes to Sam tonight. I honestly don't remember what happened 2 weeks ago. I'm going over my notes. I don't know what's happening. Please go away. Move on from me.
You good? Okay. Hi, I'm Julia. Tonight I'm going to be playing First Officer Nyko Bard. I have to politics my way around this plague. I gotta convince my fellow human beings that we gotta do some testing.
All I asked you to do was to solve an unsolvable ethical dilemma. Hey, like Will said, skill issue.
Fuck you.
Oh, it's me. Hi. So
At this point, I just like doing it just to see how long it takes people to realize that they're on.
So, hello, I'm Rouge. I am playing Lieutenant Commander Sozerine, the Trill science officer, not medical officer, although she does keep getting thrown into having to be the medical officer on hand. And she hasn't killed anybody yet, so maybe that's what she needs to do. If she just kills one person, they'll stop asking her to do medical shit. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Weaponized incompetence.
We're in the middle of a plague. If not now, when?
You know, hey, people
right there. It is right there.
People die in the plague, you know, and we're also for the second session in a row. We are joined by a very special guest who is with us. If they would introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Mac. I am playing Commander. We figured that out in the middle of game last time. Commander Colas. I am a Klingon political liaison.
And nothing else, right? And nothing else, right, Mac?
That's all that is on my sheet in that specific role section.
Yeah. And their instructions are exactly what you have been told they are, and I have not given them any other instructions from Klingon High Command. So yeah. Hi everybody. I'm Brendan. I play every other sentient being in the galaxy. And some that aren't sentient. It's exhausting. I think I guess Gotti, I guess that's it. That's me. That's everything. All right. Where the fuck were we? Okay. You know what? I'm going to pick up with Vimes. Oh right, yes, because I had the bright idea to split us up into 3 different groups. Yeah. Past Brendan. He's a real mensch.
Past Brendan was a jerk.
Yeah.
Somebody had to say it. So we're gonna pick up with Vimes and Colas outside of a bar.
Oh yeah.
On Moranga 4. You were going to be bringing Captain Chagresh into custody for their own protection. However, you are witnessing very quickly why that was probably a wise idea. Probably would have been wiser to have done it before. As you walk out into the street and you are greeted by a ring of 4 white-robed Klingons. You recognize them as members of the Doha, the Unforgettables, a increasingly radical sect of Klingons. And they are, at this point, just watching you. Vimes, go ahead and give me an insight security. Honestly, both of you go ahead and give me an insight security. This is relevant to both of you.
Okay.
Chagresh doesn't get a roll because I don't feel like it.
6 and a 2.
I got an 8 and an 18, so I have succeeded with one of them.
Son of a
Gonna kill that dog.
Oh no, the dogs.
The
the
dog.
bad
No.
guy.
43,
Nice.
JD. Goddamn.
Those dogs were without honor.
Oh god. Oh, yeah,
All
2
dogs go to
successes from me.
Stovacor.
Yeah. Oh no. Well, I guess. Yeah, technically, yeah. All dogs do go to Stovacor. Not those dogs though. They go to the other place with the bridge, the barge of the damned, and that monster that lady that was pretending to be the devil turned into in that one episode of TNG. Yeah,
So no
yeah.
blackjack and hookers.
Yeah. No blackjack and hookers in the Klingon hell, whose name I can't remember, and that I don't and that I don't feel like googling right now.
Did TNG ever establish? They established they were like the devil exists, but does God? Which goes back to the quantum leap question.
Well,
You said the devil exists.
I mean, the question. Well, there
Doctor
was someone
Who
who
did
was
the same
pretending
fucking
to be
thing.
the devil. There was someone who was pretending to be the devil, and God might exist, but the question is, what does God need with a starship after all? So
Blackjack and hookers.
of the successes that you guys rolled, you can tell that probably didn't. You probably were assuming this already, but that underneath the robes, the Klingons are almost certainly carrying weapons.
GD, rude.
Yeah. I'm going to say, Colas, you particularly recognize that at least two of them are carrying mek'leths. The smaller sort of forward curve Klingon sword. Just because you're very familiar with how those tend to carry. And Vimes, you notice the distinctive bulge of a disruptor holster.
Mm.
What are you guys doing?
Tapping communicator. 3 up to the Gallant now.
And
Ignore chat, Brendan. You see nothing in chat. Go
what?
away.
What?
I see you reading.
You get a response from the transporter chief. Roger, Commander, stand by. And the 4 have seen you go for your communicator. And they are, it looks like trying to bum rush you.
Yeah.
Before you can be transported. Or at least you be transported with you, knock you out of the transporter beam. You have perhaps a moment to react. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I have the quick to action talent, which means we ignore all normal costs to keep initiative, which means we go first.
Yes, I have to spend extra threat if I want to go first.
That's another thing you have to do.
Which
just fucking grip it,
No.
baby. Slap that down, dude. Yeah, dude. Crack one for the big boy.
No, it wasn't JD. It's fine. You're safe.
Okay.
Maybe. Actually, I don't know what Jen was.
Well, I don't know. What's JD gonna do?
It wasn't JD.
I will say, so our current momentum and threat levels was we have 3 momentum and 5 threat. Though no lie, I'm about to spend some of this threat. I'm just gonna lay it up and put it on the table right now. I'm about to spend some of this threat.
I also have quick to action. So whatever you're about to spend.
Oh, good stuff. Okay.
We ignore the normal cost, and so we'll only have to spend extras to keep up with you to keep the initiative. So, yeah. I'm going first, Brendan.
Yes, you are going. Okay, with the donation of good stuff, you are going first.
Thank you. I'm going to grab Chugrush by the back of the neck and take 3 big steps back and assume Colas is going to copy that maneuver. I'm not pulling a weapon. I'm not looking at these people in the eye. I was told not to fight them. So we're backing up as far as we can, as quickly as possible. And Colas better fucking back down from a fight.
Oh, that's asking a lot. I'll take out my dagger, but I will back up as well.
Okay.
grudgingly.
No. You know what? Fine. Fine, I will.
I don't like the number of dice that are being rolled.
I did not like that.
Look, I'm sitting on a bunch of threat.
Not me pulling up the cheat sheet to see what initiative means. Because, I mean, these people transported me out of free fall already. Like, they fast.
I should probably pull up the book. That would be helpful.
All right. You feel the distinctive fizzing and tingling, the cherry cola sensation of being transported. But as you are starting to do so, you see the Klingon that you noticed with the disruptor. As they realize they're not going to get to you in time, the Klingon with the disruptor reaches into their robes, pulls out the disruptor, and fires it at Chagresh. You are transported as they are firing.
I am in front of them, though.
Yeah.
You're placing yourself between them, between Chagresh and them?
I already was, but if I see them doing that, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. Alrighty, cool.
Bye, Mac.
This is my last day with you guys anyway, so
You know what? Here, let me. I need to crack open these character sheets here.
This is
also.
true. When you are here for
When you're here
If
for a
you're
good time, not for a long
Not
time.
a long
Absolutely.
time.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna say. Well, fortunately, you are literally transporting onto a starship at the moment that this is happening. Oh, did we lose Julia? Oh, no. Okay, we lost Julia for a second.
Yeah.
Don't know why
just
that was.
a second.
Okay. Right as that is... Oh, again? No. Okay. Julia blinking in or out of reality.
my internet is flipping out.
Neat.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna leave real quick and come back, and hopefully that will fix things.
That's fine. So while we're doing that, fortunately, as you are transported onto Gallant, because Colas, you are struck by a disruptor burst to the chest, and you think for a moment you recognize the distinctive like flare from the muzzle, the setting that it is set to. It is on its highest setting. It is on the disintegrate setting.
Fantastic.
Like you know, just like phasers have like various settings, like stun, maximum stun, kill. Disruptors really just have murder and hella murder. And this is a disruptor that is set to fucking disintegrate Chagresh, and it has fired directly at you. Fortunately,
does my armored vest help with that?
Yeah, so you have you have body armor, and you are being transported away in the middle of it. However, you lose consciousness.
That's fair.
You materialize on the transporter pad of the Gallant, and Vimes next to you, Colas collapses. They have a massive hole in their body armor, which has taken the brunt of it, but they have taken severe trauma to the center mass. Colas, you have an injury.
Can I say no? Because I have the talent precautions, and once per scene, when an ally suffers an injury, I can prevent that injury by describing what precaution I took.
Well, it's on your sheet. So, would you like to explain to me the precautions you took?
Explain away how your magic erasering this away.
I spent all this threat, though. All right,
Brendan,
continue.
I'm pretty sure when I built this character, I told you,
You
that
did.
I built them
You-
to just fuck with you.
You did. No one can say I wasn't warned. All right. Okay. Well,
I
tell you what. I'm
warned
gonna take a drink while you tell me how you prepared for this nonsense.
I prepared because I was already pulling Chagresh behind me, but I feel like I was also pulling my phaser up, and I would have seen that they took a shot, and I would have aimed at them enough to like make them flinch their shot and go just wide from hitting Colas. Because if they were already trying to aim for Chagresh and I'm moving Chagresh and I'm introducing alternating or fire, then yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes. So in this case, I'm going to sort of say Skola still loses consciousness,
fine.
but they do not have a full injury. Kolos collapses on the transporter pad. You immediately examining, they do still have severe disruptor burns on their torso, and you would guess some level of internal trauma. Without a medical scan, you can't tell exactly, but you don't think it's life-threatening.
I'm calling for medical to the transporter bay.
Have Shannara wave a light over them. They'll be fine.
Yeah. And I'm shoving Chagresh down the hall towards the brig.
So Colas, you awaken in sickbay, underneath one of sort of like the heavy duty medical. There's a term for it in Star Trek, and my brain is fucking the encasing thing. Yeah, the encasing, and there's like a term for it. I don't know.
There sure is.
The magic medical tube. Yeah, you awaken inside the magic medical tube. Coming to,
I feel like Vime's just staring at you.
And you come to looking up into the holographic face of Julian Bashir, who just says, "Oh, are you quite all right? Took quite a shot there."
Sure did, but apparently I made it.
Quite a close thing too, I think. Barely another millisecond. I'm afraid we'd have been sweeping you up into a dustbin.
Well, Lieutenant Commander helped with that.
And Vimes, you placed Chagresh into the brig with a remark from Chagresh of, "I should get arrested by Starfleet more often."
Why?
Have you been in a Klingon brig?
Not recently.
Well, there's a human saying. It's not the Ritz. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's the guy said.
Oh, you think this is going to be calm and peaceful for you?
Biobed, thank you. Still out here doing Kalis's work.
Yep. I'm going to shove him in there, and I'm going to direct the AI to start playing. Oh God, what would Klingons hate more than anything? It's been so long.
Enya, I don't know.
That would probably work pretty well.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, who's the flute guy?
I don't know who the flute guy is. Are you thinking? I think clarinet. Are you thinking of like Kenny G?
Yeah, there we go.
Kenny G. All right.
Oh, God.
I'm just gonna direct the AI to start playing Kenny G at modulating random levels of volume. Keep you company. and then just close the door.
And you arrive in sickbay with Colas recovering and chatting with the emergency medical hologram.
Believe I have you to thank for still being here.
Yes.
Thank
No
you.
modesty, just you would have been dead. Yeah.
Vimes knows what they're
And
about.
I would have gone to Stovacor.
Yeah, I think that's more the
You
reaction
didn't
Vimes
save
is
my
looking
life.
for
You
is,
stole my death. Yeah.
is how mad is Colas that they're not dead.
He's not mad. He might be a little disappointed though, and I think that is probably pretty apparent. Like he's not mad, but he is a little disappointed.
Oh, there it is.
You thought for a moment that you heard the chorus of warriors in the drinking hall calling you home, and when you woke up, it was actually just that the EMH had started playing Klingon opera, because I thought it would be soothing.
Amazing.
Yeah. So Vimes is just, there it is, the disappointment. Believe you owe me a life debt now. Not gonna call you up on it, but
Do.
Yes, you do. It's okay. I am not the kind of Romulan to use that against you. Most of the time.
Seemed like one of the better Romulans I've met.
Take that as a compliment.
You should.
Well, I would personally recommend at least a day's worth of bed rest for you, Commander.
No.
But I doubt.
He's already trying to hit the button to
Yeah.
I rather assumed. I have your personal effects folded up over here. I'm afraid your flak jacket was something of a lost cause.
It did its job.
Brendan, what are the odds we have another one?
I mean,
We
you
have
could
Klingon
probably
crew.
replicate. You could probably replicate another one.
I will just have. I will have thought of that probably beforehand and just be like, "Will this do?"
That looks good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys head out of medical, and begin sort of planning your next move. And I think that is the point at which Brannigan and Bard emerge from a room. And you cross paths, and Brannigan looks awkward for a second, and then just says, "So anyway, that's what I'm saying. That just like in my considered opinion, like the Lirpa, honestly, way better melee weapon than the Bat Left. Like I think it has a lot of unappreciated advantages."
Brannigan.
I guess, but like honestly, if someone's coming at me, I'm just gonna shoot them.
So the two
Look at
of
me.
you are trying to cover something up.
Anyway, I think I'm needed on the bridge.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, he leaves.
Bard.
Hey, did you put someone in the brig? I got a ping.
Yes.
Okay, why?
What was that?
What was what?
Paranoid. Lying.
Not lying. Not telling you someone else's business.
That's what I needed. Okay. Yeah, I found Captain Chagresh. We found Captain Chagresh. Be proud of Colas. He did not die.
Wait, isn't that...
Yep.
I tried to save that worm who is currently in the brig.
Oh,
But,
worm?
Mm-hmm. Not a Klingon worm.
Oh.
Vimes intercepted.
Commander Tassam. Lieutenant Commander Tassam.
Oh, what's this?
I don't know.
So speaking of worms, so
You rang.
God damn it.
So while this is going on, so you have been at the monastery performing research. What have you been getting into? Well, all of this other shit has been going on.
I have totally know what I've been doing and totally didn't forget what it was I was doing at the temple in the first place.
You were going over Borot's notes and trying to see what you could do about establishing a model for developing a vaccine.
Okay.
Once you had, assuming you had the necessary data inputs, figuring out a model of what you would basically do with them.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I mean, at this stage, I can't really run any practical tests, so it probably would end up having to be like computer simulation like studies to try and figure out likely ways that the virus is working and shaped and like things that would be necessary to counteract it, which is not Sosa's preferred way of doing research. She doesn't really fully trust like computers and sensors. She wants like
Sensors
the
can't tell you everything.
But you know, you got to start somewhere, and we don't have any physical data to really dive into yet. So not good data. Obviously there's some data, but it's not like controlled environment type data. So.
All right. Well, I would say if you would like to, you have the Gallant's computers help you with developing a model. What we can do is we can have you roll with the Gallant's computer score and your science discipline, which I think should be an overall more favorable combination than what either of you can do alone.
Okay, so my science and Gallant's computers.
Oh, Gallant's computers is 12.
Oh, I was like, it helps if you have D20s. I already had them out separated in my little dice roller. Okay. So they both roll under my combined score.
Because your combined score should be pretty good with those two, I think.
Yeah. It's like my combined score is like 17.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, they do actually also both roll under the computers, but I guess that like just the computers flat. But I guess that's not relevant unless it was like something where it's the special type of.
Because you would still be having to roll under your science, which is the lower
science.
score.
All right, I did not roll under my science specifically.
Yeah.
I do have science officer though, so when you succeed in a task assisted by the ship's sensors or computers, or a task using a tricorder or something, you may ask one additional question, which I think last session we decided, since we're not really sticking with the obtain information mechanic as written, it's just sort of like, oh, get like a little bonus there.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'll say, is there any particular information that you are looking for or you would like to know? If not, that is fine. We can just have you make progress.
I mean, it's the sort of thing where it's like, where did this come from? Did it develop naturally? Are we dealing with something like it specifically seems to be targeting like engineered humans? Is this an engineered virus for some reason? Like
those are fair questions. Okay. And yeah, given you got what, 2 successes?
2 successes, and then the little bonus science
Yeah, you get
officer.
you get a little bonus from science officer. Yeah, okay. Based on now having access to the Gallant's computers, running a bunch of models, and then Barot's more detailed research, the sample sizes that he has been able to have from surveying a large population of plague victims, you would surmise that this is not an engineered virus. This is a naturally occurring virus that mutated to like sort of opportunistically take advantage of this previously unexploited genetic niche.
Okay.
And based on what you've been able to tell, you have a better idea that it's primarily affecting Klingons. It is only affecting Klingons that have these particular genetic markers, i.e., people who either at one point were genetically modified or who are descended from Klingons who were genetically modified in this way. Which means there is at least probably a section of the Klingon population that is neither of those things, that it would appear would be much less susceptible to the virus. And based on the models you were looking at, unaugmented humans are probably fine. But,
okay. Yeah.
But humans with genetic augmentations, they're not definitely at risk, but you cannot rule it out. There is the possibility that it would not take a significant additional mutation for this virus to be able to jump species, to be able to start affecting genetically augmented humans. And if it does that, that could potentially be a bridge to broader human infection as well.
Cool. Well,
any other info you're looking for?
Yeah.
Any follow-ups to that?
Now that I know it's natural, like naturally evolved, I guess looking at if I can get any information about like a jumping off approach when we do start trying to create the vaccine, of like what method or prong of attack the computer would predict most likely to succeed.
Okay. Yeah. I don't have
you can tell I have real science knowledge.
Yeah.
IRL to do this with.
I don't have a canned technobabble answer for how to construct that, but you are pretty confident that the computer can at least give you, based on your results, you have at least a solid primary prong of attack. And if that doesn't work, you have a secondary model that probably you also are pretty confident will work. And even a tertiary one. Hoping you don't have to get down to that, but you do at least have strong primary and secondary models.
If that's the case, I'm gonna call up to the ship and get my boy to start manufacturing some sample vaccine for trial.
Yeah.
Based on the computer data that I've generated of the makeup of the vaccine that we should attempt.
Yeah. Yeah, Lieutenant Adam will call back. He's going to get started.
Boy. That's what I said.
Yeah, your boy. Yeah, roger that, Commander. I'm going to get started, but I am going to have to wait until we get the results back from Dr. Shannara so that we can properly sequence it. Yeah. But based on this model, I can at least start getting some of the reagents ready. I can start getting the precursors ready that we can start roll. So the week should be able, once we have that data in place, and if we're confident about it, I should be able to start rolling those out pretty fast. I can talk to Lieutenant or Commander Asset as well, see if she can spare any additional replicators for the purpose.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think that's a good. We should be prepped to when we're ready to go. Fire on all cylinders, as it were. So, yep. Anything that we can do to prepare for when we're ready to start manufacturing these test vaccines, we should do it.
And as you are signing off of that communique, you hear something of a ruckus in the tent with you. There are a number of youths being brought in who appear to be in critical condition. So the orderlies are calling for medics. Unfortunately, from your vantage point, it looks like basically everybody is tapped, is currently busy.
Wait, sorry. What's everybody busy? Sorry. Wait, what?
Yeah, so it looks like there's some people that have been brought in critical condition. Unfortunately, it does appear that everyone is busy.
Oh, so you're gonna make me do medical shit? That's what you're trying to get at.
Look, I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Look, I am presenting you with a situation. What Sosa decides they have time to do is up to them.
Sosa's gonna go do medical shit.
See the virus up close.
Look, you just did a bunch of science. So now you got to do some medical stuff.
Bullshit.
You
All right, let's go.
all over the place.
To be fair, at least you're in a field.
I am in the. It is my preferred way. If I'm gonna do medical stuff, I do prefer it to be in less than ideal conditions in the field. That's the only way I can actually feel alive when I do med shit.
Enrichment.
Regular, like to the Reen symbiote, like regular medicine, they just don't do it anymore. There's just no rush to it anymore. You know, it's the only way to enrich the worm.
Exactly. The worm's just bouncing around its enclosure, incredibly upset.
It's running on its little wheel.
In this case, the enclosure being my gut.
Yeah. All right.
Because I don't know if I mentioned, viewers, Sosa reads a Trill.
Yeah.
I joined Trill. She does not have a parasite. It is kind of a parasite, but it's like a consensual parasite.
It's a symbiote. It's a symbiote.
I'm not a normal parasite. I'm a cool parasite.
I'm a cool parasite. I'm a mutualistic parasite, baby.
These are the parasites from Stargate. These are good parasites.
And helps heal you faster. And all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah. All right, you head over to other parasites. Fuck. You head over, and these Klingons appear to be convulsing. Which convulsions are not, to your knowledge, generally a symptom of the disease until it gets to its very late stages. But based on the other symptoms you can perceive, they don't appear to be at that level of infection. The late stages, when the convulsions occur, you usually see a lot of breakdown in the skeletal structure that is visible in terms of the collapse of the forehead ridge structure, which these Klingons are not exhibiting.
Cass, if you're trying to talk to us, you're muted.
I know. I was just going, feels like a trap. Feels like a trap. Feels like a trap,
Okay.
trap.
Just some mutations to the virus. It's
Probably fine.
Probably fine.
just slap a band-aid on him. Just give him a band-aid. So.
Sorry, is it still me? I'm sorry. I know I keep zoning out. I'm so sorry. Am I supposed to be rolling something?
I was just waiting to see if you had any follow-ups or what you wanted to do.
Oh no, I assumed we were giving me medical shit to do as a way to sign off my scene. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I'm gonna try to there's no cure. So best we can do is treat the symptoms and try to make sure they're as stabilized as possible so that they can try to survive the virus while it beats the shit out of them long enough for them to build up natural immunity. So
Okay. Go ahead and give me a control medicine.
I think I successfully killed one. I fail on both counts. Both dice.
Oh.
You just failed. You just failed outright.
Yeah, no like 20s or anything, but both of them were failed.
Do you want to spend any of the momentum that is in the pool?
Do I?
Up to you.
This is how they get me to stop doing medical.
So somebody someone donated earlier. Did they indicate
That
was Jen? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Jen,
Yeah, JD donated once, right? Or
No, JD just did bad stuff.
JD did bad stuff,
like
and
points.
then you
I
you
redeemed
donated
for
money
good stuff.
and also good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Jen, you donated earlier. Was that for a momentum?
Oh, sure, it can be momentum.
Yeah.
Sure.
Would you like to spend the momentum that you donated for?
Yeah, I'll spend the momentum.
Your hard-earned momentum.
My hard-earned momentum on keeping this random Klingon alive. Ugh. Yeah. So I just get to, so I'll just add 1 d20 to the pool.
Mm-hmm.
I still fail.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say unfortunately.
Because I have field medicine, but all that does is let me ignore any increase in difficulty or complication.
Yeah. So I think what happens here is that you are trying very hard to be able to stabilize this Klingon because you recognize that their condition is critical, their vitals are crashing. And unfortunately, you lose them.
Oops.
But I will give you this. In the course of treating them, there's still a degree to which you're trying to figure out why it is that they are suffering these convulsions when they do not seem to have the disease progress to that stage. Upon removing parts of their clothing in order to affix medical equipment, you notice a number of distinctive burns on their skin. Burns which you have seen on a few other people in here, but not as many as on these Klingons. And I think you recognize through some cross-referencing that these are the marks that are left by Klingon pain sticks.
Interesting. Like the group that are roaming around looking for fights. Is that what our takeaway is?
I mean, that there several of the Doha were seemingly shocking themselves basically with pain sticks.
Is this some weird self-flagellation type thing they got going on?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they smallpox blanketing their own people?
I have presented data points. It depends on how you guys want to go about investigating them. What kind of information
They're having chickenpox parties where they have everybody bring their kids who haven't been exposed yet to the one kid that's sick, so everybody can get it all at once.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of those?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have.
I was
Yeah.
part of one when I
Okay.
was a kid. I'm so glad that they have an actual vaccine for that now that my kids don't.
Having just last year had shingles, man, when you get old enough, get the shingles vaccine because don't fuck with shingles. Shingles fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Shingles was like shingles is one of the most painful experiences of my life. I did not
If you've
know.
had COVID, definitely get the shingles vaccine because your immunity has possibly been completely rewritten.
Neat. Cool.
PSA
cool.
from LFTA: get your fucking shots.
Yes.
At least the ones you can when you can, because apparently we're
Yes.
doing away with mRNA shots.
Oh, great. Yeah. Oh boy,
I gotta get mine
Anyways,
so fast.
back to our fictional plague as opposed to concerns about real life plagues.
Cannot
And the one I've got.
wait to get on RFK Jr.'s SSRI user registry.
Oh God.
My dream.
Mm.
I'm going to be on multiple registries for him.
I know, great, amazing.
Are you
Love
ready?
it.
Are you ready to go to the work camps? The SSRI work camps?
Oh boy. I'm gonna start a fucking
You don't need
riot.
drugs. You just need clean country air and fresh living.
God, there's so many dead Kennedy. There's so many poor taste dead Kennedy jokes I could make. So I'm not gonna make any of them, but I'm gonna reference the fact that I could have.
So we can
Anyway.
marvel at your restraint.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm a model of decorum. Gonna get absolutely fucking demonetized.
Are we monetized?
No, but I don't know. I lack the language to describe things in any other way because I'm fucking brain poisoned. So yeah, they got these pain stick burns.
Okay. You said that other people here do also have them, just less of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go interrogate one of the still living Klingons with burns, because
Okay.
why not?
All right, sure. Yeah. Let's put that bedside manner to the test.
I told you, my aim is to get out of doing medical shit. So
All right. Yeah, let's hit it.
excuse me. I have some questions if you're up to answering them right now.
Yes. Hello, doctor?
Yes. Dr. Sosarita. I'm a doctor.
Starfleet.
Of some kind.
You're
Yes.
Starfleet.
Yes. We're here to assist with the situation on the planet.
Thank you. It's
You're
I
welcome,
appreciate
but-
it. It's the Starfleet is honorable, no matter what other people say.
so since you're so appreciative of our help, could I ask you a few questions?
I certainly I'll do what I can.
I'll keep it quick. So I noticed you have a lot of pain stick wounds. How did those come about? And where were they in the timeline of when you started developing your plague symptoms?
They sort of look down at the visible burns on their arms. They look a little bit kind of like embarrassed, and they kind of try to kind of like tug their clothing down over to cover it a little bit.
It could be very helpful in the vaccine development that I'm working on.
I'm sorry. I don't. when I first, I didn't want to believe that I would get the harrowing. I thought, they say a lot of things. They say that the harrowing only claims the unworthy. I didn't. I thought I was safe. I've lived an honorable life. I've done anything wrong. I thought that I kept myself strong, kept myself fit, kept myself pure. I thought that would be enough. I didn't want to admit that I had it, and when I did, I didn't want to seek help. There are those who say that the disease can be purified through strength. There are people who say that if you strengthen your Klingon spirit, you will be spared the harrowing. They recommend the application of pain sticks to strengthen the spirit. There are transmissions, there are videos of people who have undergone I guess it's not a treatment, who have undergone the trials, who have undergone trials of pain, and they seem better afterward. And I thought that it would help. I didn't. And
yes.
And so I came here.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was a sensible choice at the time. Obviously, I only wish you had come sooner. But you made it here, and that's what counts. Where do these transmissions come from? Like, where did you come across them?
They're not on the normal data streams. When I was looking for treatments, I got desperate. I went to pirate data streams.
Pirate as in run by the pirate vessels that are?
I'm trying to think of a term. They're unlicensed.
I see. And do you have any idea who was running these channels? The channel that is broadcasting this information specifically?
They don't identify themselves as such, but everyone knows who sees them that they're part of the Doha.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. But this was a self-administered treatment.
For myself, yes, though they do sometimes, and they do recommend sometimes, groups. I've heard groups will get together, and if you are not strong enough to administer it to yourself, well, then your comrades will help strengthen you.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing with me. That is helpful to know. I'm gonna go over there now. Can I get you anything like a water or a blanket? Because I need to walk away now, so I don't vent at you about a lot of emotions that I'm feeling about this. So,
oh boy, okay, yeah. No, that's all right. I think I have water, but thank you though.
Great. Well, you keep resting up, and I hope you keep feeling better. And I am going to go yell at somebody else about the terrible religious group that you have here on your planet. Okay, thanks. Lovely chatting to you. Okay, bye. I think she just like finds a closet essentially, and then just like opens a line to Adam and just like rants for like 15 straight minutes about how irresponsible and stupid and terrible this is, and then starts hatching a plan of, we're gonna make our own fucking channel to go on the pirate license to like let people know that these people are not right, and actually will just get them killed and are awful, and just like more of the same.
So son, her counter podcast.
Hell yeah.
All right, what are you doing next?
Unless there's like really like something specifically more I could do here, I think she would probably well, she's gonna report her findings.
Mm-hmm.
Like she'll share her findings, obviously with the Klingon side of this equation of just like the computer, like her earlier stuff, but then also just like, you know, hey, maybe it's not a surprise to you guys and you already knew, but here's what I heard about the fact that these people are encouraging people to do things that will actually weaken their immune system after becoming sick. And hey, I don't know if there's a way to try to shut that down at all, or actually hold them responsible for this irresponsible abuse of their perceived authority.
Yeah, you report this to Barot. Barot was aware of it as something that was occurring, but when you describe the Klingons that were brought in with numerous pain stick burns, and in the context of what the patient told you about groups of people doing it, he sighs. It's I known about this, but I didn't realize that it was getting this bad. I think my focus has to be here on treating these people, but this sickness, it isn't just physical. There is the Doha are a sickness unto themselves, and they have to be dealt with as well. I know, Commander Reen, that I know that I've been putting a great strain on Commander Bard with this. But I am hoping that you can see, having been down here, how badly we need that data. I don't know. Am I wrong? I'm asking as someone who isn't human, whom I'm not. So I'm
Okay.
I'm not so close to the situation. As an outsider, can you look at this and say, am I right here? Am I wrong? Am I missing something?
Okay, so question. Sosa Reed's look into this is that it's not actually currently a risk factor for engineered humans, and that's the data he wants, right?
Yes, he wants data on engineered humans because he thinks that that's where basically the genetic modifications to the Klingons that are being attacked by the virus came from. That's what they were modeled on. And so he's trying to basically use that genomic information to help form a basis for a vaccine.
Okay. But if it's not currently actually affecting those humans, would, in Sosa Reed's opinion, it actually be that beneficial? Or actually, could we just make do without it? Because it's like, okay, so that's theoretic. Like, sure, that would give us more information, like maybe to compare of, hey, why are these engineered humans who share some genomic traits with these engineered Klingons, but they aren't at risk? What's the difference there? But like for that, we could get like a much smaller data pool of like volunteers, essentially, maybe. But
so
is it really
but
like, is it still going to be that vital if like we've already established they are not actually at risk of the current virus?
Well, even if we were doing what you were suggesting, you would still need specifically data from genetically enhanced humans.
Why?
Well, just like you said, because if you're trying to figure out why these genetically enhanced humans aren't at risk.
I mean, it's a data point, but is it the most important data point? Sosa Reed is not particularly concerned about the actual ethics of, oh no, can we really ask these people to give up their, health information? She's looking at this as like, is this actually useful data?
Mm-hmm.
Are we wasting time by going after data that's going to be really hard to get for obviously political reasons, instead of just working with the data that we do have and could be moving forward with and doing actual practical testing to get real-term results? Would that be a better use of our time? Like, that's actually Sosa's approach to this, of why she might be like, I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Give it a rest. Let's move forward with what we've got.
So,
but that doesn't play into your fun moral quandary that you want us to do here.
I was going to say, that doesn't let him force me to make an ethical dilemma.
I mean, based on the models that you have, it is still looking like that is going to give you the data from genetically engineered humans is going to give you the best possible chance. I would say it is, I'm going to say it's not impossible to do without it, but it's going to take a lot longer.
Fine.
Brendan's just like, nope, these are the train tracks.
Okay, well, wait.
I mean, look,
we just need any engineered human data, right?
Well, you need a large enough sample size.
But I can just write to Starfleet. Like, there's got to be people who are already out and proud engineered humans in Starfleet. Or if not proud, at least out.
The ambassador from the last planet.
She's not Starfleet.
Doesn't matter.
She's also not human.
But what was it? Who were the Anzurans? Who were they? There was one of them. Kateth.
Well, no,
right?
Kateth was the Betazoid and died.
Kateth is dead. We went to Kateth's funeral.
You're
Vons,
thinking,
you were there.
Look,
You're thinking of the other Enzuran negotiator, and they were Illyrian.
Yeah, but there were a bunch of engineered humans on that planet, right?
They are Illyrians on that planet who do practice genetic modification and genetic augmentation, which is no, it is no longer completely illegal in the Federation, but it does disqualify you from being in Starfleet.
They have practice with genetic manipulation. I wonder if they have a big sample size of like they could run things. I don't know. I'm spitballing.
No, fair. Yeah,
Look,
fair to be looking down some other avenues.
So that's gonna be Sosa's next route of like, all right, we need some genetically engineered human data. I'll get some data. And she's just gonna actually try to go for avenues of the fact that there are known genetically like engineered humans, not in Starfleet maybe, but in the Federation. And try to get that data.
Go ahead and give me. I'm going to say, go ahead and give me another like ship's computer plus your science.
Can I help?
Okay.
How would you like to help?
Well, I have this well-informed thing that will give you threat, which I know you love. But I could potentially have like put Sosa in contact with somebody who would have contacts before. Like that's the whole thing is I'm well informed. So
okay, well, what sort of mechanical benefit does that give you?
It acts as if you've spent a momentum, so it gives you.
So you can give you an extra dice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to think of best way.
So I already rolled my dice.
Okay. All right. Cool. You've done that. Keep that in the pocket
so
for
I
a second.
got one success.
Okay. Cool.
And I got one complication.
Cool.
And now I'm going to roll my bonus die, and that is a super success. That's even below my science. Okay. But I don't think that actually, well, because when does that matter? If you like roll below
if you have a focus.
I do have a focus in emergency medicine and xenobiology.
I'm gonna say in this case no, just because because you're almost doing a weird sort of like medical politics thing. So you have one success, so you're 2 successes and 1 complication.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Do you want the extra die from Vimes is well informed?
Isn't that what my third die was? So I got the 2 successes.
You already rolled the third die. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the third die got me my second success.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So
I rolled my 2 dice, and I got a success and a complication, and then I took the die from Vimes.
Okay,
and I got a second success. So 2 successes and 1 complication.
Cool. You're using well informed. Okay, so you are able to, this is all right. You were able to get a good bit of data from Starfleet about genetically enhanced non-Starfleet citizens. They are primarily non-human. They are primarily Denobulan. There's some Illyrians and a few others. There's not many humans because there is still a strong stigma about it on Earth and in human society. At least in terms of people that are known. If you use the extra success you get from Vimes, which is going to be necessary in order to get the kind of information that you're looking for, it is going to require going through some shadier contacts who basically have some on the DL information about humans. There's a sampling of humans that you have in a data set that are marked as being genetically enhanced. but that is very sensitive information. And the question is, do you
make it be one of the people that's on our ship?
Do you want to be handling very sensitive information that was obtained through less than ethical means?
Do I want to for my own curiosity? Absolutely. Do I then want to turn it over for everybody else involved in this fiasco to also peruse at their leisure? No, not really.
So basically, so like there are some ways around this, around some of the more painful elements of the ethical quandary, but there's just no way to do this without some level of tricky ethical minefield.
Schrodinger's engineered human, too rare to find naturally, but just common enough for us to find a whole huge data set of them on our ship, apparently.
I found one. I wasn't even trying.
Okay. I'll have to think on that. This is
Well, then is the question.
I gotta
how uncommon are they? That is a question. Depends on how deep down that rabbit hole you want to go, and whether or not anyone is prepared to deal with the potential consequences of whatever you find going down that rabbit hole. The whole point of this is that you have to turn over a log that people have been pointedly not turning over for a long time. What you find under that log could be useful.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is ethically,
but that might not be the only thing you find under that log.
I can't demand that someone participate in this, and like that's gonna be what I'm ultimately gonna have to tell him, is that like we can't. Like, bodily autonomy is a thing, my dude, and if they don't want to turn over their data, we can't force them.
Yeah. That is fair.
I can work with what I've got available, and I can work with what I'm able to do to try to skirt around that, but I can't force someone to do this, so
it's a real pickle. Speaking of pickles and pickle people, up on yeah, that's where I was going with that. Yeah. All right, so we're back with Vimes and Bard and Colas, and I'm going to say you have received this information, at least the information about the pain sticks from Reen, and presumably you also are at least aware that Reen is looking into this information because you have given her your contact Vimes.
Yeah.
Up to you, Reen, whether or not you want to let them know that you have this other data set as well or not. Up to you.
I will brief them.
Okay.
After all, Vimes was the one who gave me the contact, so.
Yeah.
And Vimes probably knew that what was going to get turned up from that was going to be less than acceptable
Savory.
channels.
Yeah, it's fine.
But if it's like scrubbed of any specific like identifying information, like the way in an actual medical test of like there might be an identifying number, but nothing to actually identify what person the data belongs to, like I will plug it into my computer simulations, but with strict rules of this data is supposed to be sort of firewalled from anybody else being able to access it. They can see the results of what the computer does with that data, but anyone else who goes digging into these simulations cannot look at that data itself.
Okay, interesting. How intriguing.
You want us to like
that's
step
fair.
in it? I'm gonna make you
That's
work
fair.
for it.
No, that's that's 100% fair. That I am just making all of the stuff that you guys have been doing this entire campaign has been knocking dominoes over.
Yeah.
That for when we get to our final arc. So I am just marking down what you are doing so that I can appropriately have that, be a thing.
Why are you threatening us?
I'm gonna end up in jail.
Why are you threatening us?
Who said the only thing that I am threatening you with is the consequences of your own actions.
Because we're opening the third door that you didn't account for us blasting into the wall you built.
I'm honestly, I've done this enough that I'm pretty prepared for that now too. But so, all right. So you're running those models with the information you have from that data set. It's going to take a bit for the models to run and to see whether or not it gets the results that you're hoping for. And you have appropriately scrubbed it. And you are putting it on your own personal terminal.
Yes.
Cool. All right. And
it's a personal project.
It's your own personal terminal. And you are then putting the scrubbed data set into the model. Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure I got that right. Cool. As the exact sequence of events will be important later on.
Oh, goody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, my end goal is just basically that no one else can see this raw data.
100%. Yeah, I absolutely understand what you were doing, why you're doing it. I just need to document the steps of what happened and when, for reasons.
For my eventual court-martial.
For reasons later.
The eventual court-martial is the answer.
Yes. For eventual stuff. But we're not there yet.
Okay.
But we're not there yet. We're here right now, and you're running that data, and it's going to take a little bit for that to get back to you. So we are back with Bard, Vimes, and Colas, planning your other moves.
So to be clear, we have been made aware that we no longer need to test the crew because through my contacts, Sosa got a list and got data.
Assuming that the data does go through the model and it comes back green and it comes back like, yes, this gives us the results we're looking for. You don't know that yet for a fact. It might, it might not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, assuming that the data is
correct
and viable, since there's no verification of how it was collected.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah, if that is true, if that is correct and it comes back that it works with the model, then yes, then you have this information and you don't actually need to test the crew.
Okay. Then yeah, I think Vimes will just get that information and look at Bard. Well, it looks like we are delaying the inevitable for the time being.
Seems so. But
well, actually, here's an interesting question. So, Reen, here's an interesting question. Reen, so you are deliberately going to try to make sure that this data is as firewalled and as scrubbed as possible privacy-wise in terms of where this information gets transmitted where.
Mm-hmm.
Are you, Sosa Nosy Reen, going to be looking at any of that data? So you know, based on the information that your contact gave you, that some of the people in this sample are in Starfleet. They have not told you who, but they have told you that some people in this data set are in Starfleet on the DL. It's a question of whether or not you can resist the temptation of looking.
That's a good question.
Throw this back at you, Jen. Is it important? Is it the most important data point to know?
Not really. This is that's entirely on just the very, very human/trill impulse to just kind of want to know the tea, you know?
Just want to know the goss.
Just want to know the mystery.
I'm gonna rely on the fact that one of my values is never leave a stone unturned.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna look at that data set.
Oh.
Under B.
Well, there are some names on there that you recognize just in passing from just like, oh, I've heard that name. I've like somebody.
Oh, I didn't realize this was like straight up with their names. I thought it was gonna be like a medical database where it's like, oh, we've given them identifier numbers or some shit.
No. This has enough personal information, enough personally identifying information in it that it's pretty easy to figure out who they are.
All right, who do I personally know? We all know that's what you're gearing up for. Who do I personally know that is in this data set?
Well, there are some names that you have heard in passing, but crucially, and the audience already knows this from last session, Brannigan is at the data set.
Genetically engineered to play volleyball. That's the only thing they did.
Turned him into Val fucking Kilmer.
Everything makes sense now. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to ask him what he did, what he's got done.
So Sosa knows too now.
Sosa, Nyko, and Brannigan, just like.
Oh. All right, but so having established that Sosa looked.
Sosa peeked. Yep, cool, good. Got to write that down for later. Now you're being court-martialed.
So now, back to Colas, Advimes, and Bard plotting your next move, figuring out what your next move is even gonna be.
Right. Delaying the inevitable. We need to get rid of the Doha. It's an international. It says it's an incident waiting to cause more problems than it's worth, and they're looking for a fight. And I vote we don't give it to them. We just knock them all out, lock them up.
So, just gonna point out real quick. Usually, that's the kind of thing that the ones that you don't manage to scoop up use to strengthen their propaganda.
Yeah, I know.
So maybe we should work more on trying to deprogram them than trying to arrest them. Okay. I'm just saying that has a higher success rate. It might take longer, but it works better in cults.
Don't freak out, Bard. We may have convinced a person to volunteer to undergo vaccine trials on the off chance they might die and go to, and I point at Colas, what's that one?
Everyone's choosing violence today.
Rather than, beating themselves bloody until they can't fight the virus on their own. It worked.
So, no, but that's my point. Like, maybe just do more of that. Do more of that instead of trying to arrest them.
you're not disapproving of me talking an infant into
Well, to be fair, I think that was me.
yeah, but I goaded you into it.
That's fair. Also fair.
All right. Great teamwork, you fucking weirdos.
Trying to be helpful.
Oh,
Great teamwork.
that's
but technically,
that's the quote. Great teamwork, you fucking weirdos.
but that's arguably a more effective long term than just arresting them. If you just arrest them, if you just scoop them up, all it's going to do is reinforce their idea that something that they're doing is right, and you're just trying to stop them because you're trying to maintain the status quo. That's all that's going to happen.
Less likely when it is Starfleet doing it than if it was Klingons.
That's just going to damage our relationship. You can't just use Starfleet to scapegoat us to avoid damaging your relationship with your own people. That's not fair. I think we should talk them into the vaccine propaganda instead of the taser propaganda. I think that's just what we got to do here.
I'm so excited to have you fully on board with a plan that I came up with on the fly.
That does mean that one of you has to do it.
Not gonna listen to the Romulan.
You don't have a problem with needles, do you, Commander?
Nope.
Great. Let's go put your name down on the list. It's always good to lead by example.
You know who else we can put on the list? Chagresh. Let's put him on the list.
That's a prisoner. That's Vimes.
What if he volunteered?
What
If he volunteered,
volunteers?
if he volunteered, that's fine. We can't volunteer him. That's a war crime.
Let's go get him to volunteer.
I can just simply have a conversation with him.
If we transfer him to Klingon custody, he's out of our custody and they can do whatever they want with him.
Why are you doing this to me? I'm gonna walk away.
Probably a good idea, Bard.
I'm gonna walk away.
You and I are also going to discuss what you and Brannigan were talking about.
No, we're not. You're so funny.
That's just going to make me more paranoid.
You know what? Maybe you should have your own conversations with Brannigan about Brannigan's life instead of having a conversation with me about Brannigan's life. I have a feeling that maybe he'd tell you. If you're real nice about it.
What is that supposed to mean?
If you're real sweet and nice about it, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave!
I've never been sweet in my life, Bard.
That's not true. Explain why you stopped me from dying.
That's not sweetness. That's loyalty.
And I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye! I'm gonna go crawl into a Jeffrey's tube until you need me. Figure out what you're doing with your prisoner.
Thank you. Prisoner.
Don't do a war crime on this ship.
He's in protective custody. Kind of.
Whatever. I'm gonna go hang out on the bridge.
Yep. I want to go talk to Chagresh. Mac, do you want to talk to Chagresh? I want to talk to Chagresh.
Of course. I assume that there's things that I can get by with saying that you can't, so.
Nico does text Sosa Commander Colas's name to put at the top of the vaccine trials.
I do. Actually, one of my values is good leaders get their hands dirty, so yeah, he
lead by example.
Yeah.
I will send, I will shoot Bard all the things that Chagresh has already told us about the sons and daughters of Auric, and like that this Auric might be our pirate person causing problems.
Cool. So, I'm gonna go to the bridge and poke into that.
Yeah.
While also just like staring at Brannigan across the bridge because I'm like, I can't believe we fucking had that conversation, you little bitch.
All right. So are you both going in the talk to Jagresh or just one of you?
Bad cop, bad cop.
Back up.
Okay. What did you end up settling on? You were playing for Jagresh?
Huh?
What music did you
Kenny
end up
G!
settling?
Oh,
Kenny G.
yeah.
That's right. That's
Oh,
right.
Kenny-
That's right. Yeah.
Sorry. COVID brain.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know what he was talking about either for a second there.
I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about half the time either. So
That's fair.
Fair.
you come into the dulcet clarinet tones of Kenny G, the dulcet saxophone, and it appears that Jagresh is meditating.
Turn the music off.
Oh, like I said, nothing like a Klingon brig. Like honestly, like that right there, now that's Warriors music.
Interesting. Would you like to go to a Klingon brig?
Not especially. Why?
Well, Commander Cullis's ship is still in orbit, so we can just transfer you over.
I thought we'd come to an agreement.
Did we?
Yeah, you took me into custody of the Federation to protect me from the Doha. I gave you Oric's name,
Correct.
and I nearly got shot for it.
Cullis got shot for it. See why I might be inclined to transfer you to Klingon custody now.
And Jagresh will look over to Kolis and look at you very intently and say, "You've really got them doing your dirty work, don't you?"
We're helping each other.
Something like that.
Brendan, I'm paranoid as fuck. You can't say that shit around me. What do I gotta roll?
Mine's his ears twitch.
I think Lieutenant Commander to Sam might be giving you your best options. Being in the brig with a ship with the High Command versus with the Doha is still a leg up from where you were.
All right. Commander Kolis, son of Goal, House of Goal. What do I have to do?
There is a vaccine they're working on. They need people willing to go through the trial. I am going to be on their list. You should join me. Have some honor.
I should have some honor.
You should. Might get you in the good graces with the High Council. If you actually try to help get rid of this plague. Think of how much easier it would be to deal with the Doha if they weren't using this as a scapegoat.
Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll let some Starfleet doctors, poke me with some hypo sprays. Better than the harrowing, I suppose. But I got one condition on that. Kolis, son of Goal.
What is that? Crash.
tell you, Romulan friend, what you're really doing here.
I already have.
Sure, you know what? Sign me up. And while you're at it, put some of that. What was he called? Kenny of the House of G. Yeah. Yeah. Put the back on your way out.
We don't talk about Bruno starts playing.
No.
Followed by Let It Go.
No, the barge of the damned would be preferable.
It's just a playlist of all of the hit songs from all the Disney movies.
And to be clear, the Kids Bop version.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
That is rough.
I'm pretty sure there's some shit in the Federation Charter about that.
Unless it is specifically named. I'm not violating anything.
I said no war crimes on this boat.
Kids Bop
That's
is a
not a
war
war crime.
crime. Disney, no.
Plain
Kids
music.
Bop is a war crime.
Just playing some music.
Just playing some tunes.
You gotta listen to Kids Bop. I mean,
care. Truthfully, what is Kids Bop if not music to commit war crimes to?
I mean, I'm pretty sure the only reason Ryan Reynolds didn't put it in Deadpool 3 is because he couldn't get the licensing.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, as soon as that door closes. So, was that him saving his ass, or do I really need to watch my back around you?
You had already come to the conclusion that he wanted me to give you. Seemed like it made sense. I'm in no way trying to harm you or your people.
Sorry, Julia's unhinged in the chat. Rude.
Spicy. Damn. Choosing violence this session is what I'm saying.
Yes. To be frank, Commander Colas, I don't know what conclusion I've drawn about you yet.
I was meaning the situation at hand, the Doha. You seem to have come to a similar understanding that it's not something that we can deal with, unfortunately. But the Empire in general is not going to be nearly as angry if it's Federation people coming in and helping out with things.
Formal request from your captain for us to intervene.
This is not exactly something that can be on a formal record. If our people deal with this, there's going to be revenge killing from another one, from house to house.
I'm not going to kill anyone.
I didn't say you were, but if we dealt with it, that is what would happen.
Well, you guys are mulling that over.
Yeah, I gotta think.
head up to Bard on the bridge. What you doing?
So come onto the bridge. make sure everything's okay. Give another little stare at Brannigan, because, like, he just kind of dropped the I'm an augmented human. And then we kind of, like, looked at each other and we were like, well, all right. So...
I mean, you can always see if, Brandon would talk to you in the captain's ready room or something, if you wanted to continue that conversation.
I don't...
Like, Brannigan pulled you into a sidebar, like, it seems like turnabout's fair play.
Yeah. But I do want to start looking into this Oric little Oric guy.
Oric feller.
Oric fellow. I think I'm gonna put a pin in it, but I am gonna like catch his eye in kind of a like we're not done kind of a way. Like, we're not gonna discuss it right now, but we're not finished. And then I'm gonna go sit at my little spot on the wall and start looking into what I can find about this particular potential pirate man.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an insight security.
My security's 2. So that'll be, I have to roll under 13. That is 1 success, a 5 and a 17.
Yeah, from what you are able to gather through the publicly available records, through both the magistrate on Maranga 4 as well as what information sharing you do with the Klingon Defense Force, it seems like Oric served as an officer in the KDF pretty uneventfully. Low-ranking officer. Retired to Maranga 4. Had 2 sons, 2 daughters. He was a freighter captain for a while. And it appears that, yeah, those 4 names that you got from Colas, that they all also served in the Klingon Defense Forces, but they were all killed in action in various conflicts.
I do have a cultural, like, one of my focuses is cultural expert.
Mm-hmm.
Is there the same kind of like cultural ennui in the Klingons of a parent outliving their child? Is that
yeah.
There is,
yeah.
Okay, so potentially, so looking at that, is there any kind of a similar correlation between when their last child died and when maybe potentially this piratey behavior, like, in general, kind of picked up?
Hard to say. It looks like Kuvan, their youngest son, died in a conflict with the Orions probably about 5 years ago. And it looks like Oric's activity began probably about 3 years ago.
Okay.
So that's about all you get just from what you got. If you would like to spend momentum to roll additional dice to potentially get some more info, you can.
So
If you want to start hacking the planet.
I think I do. I think I want to look a little bit deeper, so I think I will spend 1 of the momentum we have. That's a 2, so that is another success.
Okay. Digging a bit deeper, and you are able to submit sort of a request for access using your high-level credentials with the KDF database to get some slightly more secure information. And knowing where to poke around and where to look, it appears that Auric was ultimately dishonorably discharged from his service. And it appears in the case of his youngest son, Kuvan, he applied to the KDF multiple times and was rejected multiple times before ultimately being accepted.
Does it say why? Was he rejected for, like, medical, for physical, for behavioral? Does it indicate in the file why he would have been rejected over and over? Was he, like, applying below the age requirement? What was he up to? What was Kuvan up to?
It doesn't go into a great deal of detail, but it seems to indicate just that he wasn't able to pass the physical fitness standards.
When did the virus first start appearing on Moringa 4? Very recently? Or did it just start, or has it been here for a while and it's been increasing?
It's been here for a while and it's been increasing. It's hard to get really, really firm data on when, like, the first documented cases were, as that information is a little bit more difficult to get out of the Klingon system.
Curious to see if maybe Kuvan and Papa genetically augmented him to get him into the KDF. Just a little curious. Okay. Why are you pirating around, my guy?
Well, see, if you would like to try and dig into that question, I'm going to say do a separate roll of insight medicine.
Okay.
Basically trying to drill in, oh, baby, crime baby. Supreme crime baby.
I want to know what drives a man to piracy. It's very close. I had to get under a 13 and I got an 11 and a 12. Dice are not super nice today. They're a little bit, I feel threatened. I feel vaguely threatened.
As opposed to the outright threats that Brendan's been throwing at us.
That doesn't scare me.
I see.
No, here's the thing. If I'm not being threatened by a GM,
right. Yeah,
then,
right.
like,
what are you even doing?
Like, if I'm not being threatened, then am I really playing a game?
Yeah.
But when the dice are doing it.
So that was 2 successes, you said?
Yes, barely.
Yeah, but still still 2 successes. Yeah.
Yep.
Digging into it, it appears, if nothing else, that Kuvan's scores on the physical fitness test the 4th time he applied were way better. Like, really, really, like the first, so like second and third times, he shows some improvement the second and third time, that he's like brushing up against it, but it's just not really getting there. Fourth time, it's crazy good. Which, you know, you can draw from that the conclusion that you will. And it does also appear that Auric wrote a number of wrote to a bunch of former officers he had served with, asking them to write Kuvan letters of recommendation.
Okay.
Any other questions you'd like to ask?
Oh. I think the only other thing I can think about, like, particularly with these pirates, is just like, I don't know. I think after that I will switch my focus more into trying to, like, well, since Sosa brought all the stuff up about the transmissions and everything else, and how when that Klingon had mentioned pirated channels, the immediate, like, linguistical jump was to the actual pirates. I think I do actually want to see if there is a connection between this movement on the ground and these pirates, like, in a way that's, like, maybe a little bit more conspiratorial than just upsettingly cultish. So I think that's what Nico's going to spend the rest of that time doing, is looking at the movement patterns of the pirates and trying to see if there's any kind of, like, where they're going, where their, like, generalized basal operations are, and seeing if there is maybe a lot of contact being made with the planet itself that can be perhaps traced to a group on the planet.
And looking at it through that lens, it seems pretty obvious to you that there is a connection. Like, it seems very much like the Doha is kind of a pipeline to piracy. Joining these pirates is seems like it's essentially the inevitable outcome of people who were in the Doha long enough, which would seem to suggest that the Doha might know how to track them down.
Okay. I think Nico writes up the appropriately expected report to the Klingon Empire as to what she was doing in their files, what they were doing in their files, and it's like, hey, here's what I found. Weird, huh? And then takes the actual, like, more detailed data that they uncovered, and is gonna circle that back up with the captain and be like, so those pirates who attacked us and the young men absolutely going through it on the planet's surface who attacked Vimes are in not exactly a direct relationship, but there is enough overlap and crossover that I think it is worth investigating more directly, in that we could potentially find the source of the pirates who are attacking and killing the relief vessels and the other trade ships going through the area through people on the ground who we know where they are. We don't know where the pirates are. We do know where some of these people are.
Very good, number one. You are authorized in concert with Lieutenant Commander Vimes to take whatever means that you deem appropriate. I do not know why, but I can sense Lieutenant Commander Vimes grinning somewhere. I would like to remind them, if you would remind them, please, number one, on my behalf, to please do their best to keep in mind Federation standards and practices. Also, perhaps to remind them of the advice that I gave them recently.
I remind them every day that they are a member of Starfleet.
Thank you, number one.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna roll up. I can't roll up my sleeves in these uniforms. Gonna think about doing that and then not be able to. And just is like, all right. Back down to that humid-ass planet. Let's go.
So you say human-ass... Oh, humid.
Humid.
Humid. There, yeah. Humid.
I also heard human.
No. Humid.
Yeah.
Trapped in the uniforms. Trapped. So yeah, I will go circle back up with Vimes and Colas before I go back down to the planet to check on. Sosa's still down there, right?
Yes, Sosa's still down there.
Yeah, gonna go back down, check in with Sosa, and then probably go speak to the magistrate about the potential of, hey, do you have any particularly raucous young men who maybe got put in like timeout who I can just like go chat with?
You got any rowdy boys around here?
You got any boys who were like, I know they're rowdy, but do you have maybe one or two who got just a little bit extra rowdy and who got like thrown underneath the resort, like living in like the closet down in the basement, who I can talk to real quick? Can I talk to one of the boys in timeout?
Amazing. Okay, well, tell you what. Okay, this seems like a good spot. We're going to take our break. We're going to go away for about 10 minutes. We will be back, though, so do not go anywhere.
Let me just...
And we are back. Howdy, folks, and howdy, Raiders, too, who joined us in the midst of things. If any Raiders still with us, we were playing Star Trek Adventures. We do have a couple of donation incentives to Medical Aid for Palestinians. If you see the donate button where the subscribe button would normally be, $5 will give the crew a momentum, which helps them. $5 will give me, the Game Master, a threat. I donated $5 to give myself threat because I'm the worst. You can also donate $5 to name a red shirt. I have yet to kill a single red shirt. Yours could be the first. You won't find a deal better than that on the internet. So, we are returning to Maranga 4. What is your game plan currently?
Like I said, check in on Sosa, make sure Sosa's good, Sosa's okay, Sosa's not,
Sosa's got science eyes.
Sosa does have science eyes. But just like making sure Sosa's safe, Sosa's good, Sosa wasn't abducted.
Again.
Sosa's not out here getting involved with irresponsible men like some of y'all. Sosa's just getting involved with irresponsible science, and that is a much better way to be.
Sorry, I'm going to be right back. 1 second. My apologies. Give me 2 seconds.
I gotta know, is Sosa looking over that list when we get there?
Maybe. No, I think she would have. She would have if she senses anyone is coming, she absolutely like. Also, it's probably like a fucking data pad or something. So even if she is looking, it's not like I have to like hide the papers at a desk or some shit. Like,
yeah.
Just click.
I'm just wondering how good Sosa's poker face is.
We are not gonna let you find out.
Sorry, I realized it was like,
yourself.
why is it so muggy in here? And I was like, oh, somebody turned the fan off at some point. All right, there we go. We're good. Environmental control has been restored.
Yes. But yeah, gonna go check in, make sure Sosa's good, make sure Sosa's okay. And then I'm gonna go ask the magistrate if they've got a rowdy boy somewhere.
Got a rowdy boy.
So for real, Nico's just like, hi. You remember when we had that conversation earlier about
where your rowdy boys?
About those gentlemen with the robes we're not supposed to look at. Do you have one? Because I know for a fact one of them got uppity. I know they did. It's their whole shtick.
It's their literal shtick.
It's their literal shtick. So where is he?
Where he at?
Where is she?
Where is she?
Let me speak.
And Colas and Vimes just standing on either side of Nico, like.
Well, so checking in on Sosa, and so good news for Sosa, you have gotten the results back from running the vaccine model with the data set that you obtained. And you're pretty confident.
yes.
Like you will still have to see in the actual trials, but the computer models are promising.
Amazing.
Okay. And in the magistrate's office,
and because this is the future, that's enough data for us to start human clinical trials.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Like
the computer says it's fine, so it's cool. We can just pump this into your body, right, guys?
It's fine.
The computer says it's fine. Radio a Dom and be like, "Here's some data. Let's go."
No. The computer already did a bunch of other trials while you weren't looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
Hollow Bashir is up to no
it's
good.
fine. It's fine. Yeah. Hollow Bashir's got the best hollow ethics.
You know, I think as a hollow of a genetically enhanced doctor, he gets it. He's got to get it.
He's gotta.
He gets what I'm putting down.
Oh, actually, this is actually not intentional, but I just realized that it is the episode where they're first talking about doing the Bashir EMH. That is the episode where it is revealed that he is genetically enhanced. That was not intentional on my part, but I just thought of that right now. And I'm like,
it is funny how that works. So yeah, that doctor, the hollow doctor, just has to be cool, or else we're gonna run a magnet over him. I don't know.
Please let me.
Sosa, I was about to say Sosa would be so excited.
Fucking hate that hologram.
But Bashir's awesome.
It's not Bashir, it's the hologram. You gotta understand.
It's the hologram. There's a fundamental difference.
It's the principle of the hologram.
They're meant for an emergency. Why does she keep pulling that thing out all the time? We're not always in emergencies.
That's what she said.
He's just pleasant to have around, you know.
Ugh.
It's pretty.
I mean, hey, Shannara straight up told you when you asked her. But yes, Lieutenant Adam is going to start spinning up some vaccines. Chester is also assisting. Lieutenant Asset is making available some additional replicators on the Gallant to help turn those out at scale. And in the magistrate's office, amidst the teetering piles of pads, you make a request. And the magistrate, whose name has completely escaped me at this point.
I have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't rewatch the last episode.
Kendor.
Kempek.
Yeah.
Kempek. Okay, Kempek. Very cool. Yeah, I definitely didn't just rewatch the last episode on YouTube before Tech Check, so I could remember some of the Klingon names I gave to people.
Look, I've got to remember accents for every character I came up with last week in the game I'm running, so I've got to rewatch that.
Yeah. So Kempek looks at you and says, "You are, frankly, in luck. I don't. I mean, I don't have one in like a brig or anything. We don't really have those here. I guess I could convert one of the monk cells, I guess, but like they're not really like they weren't big on doors here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I have a former current. I don't know. I haven't asked him. I don't want to fucking talk to him. Doha here. The doc. He was one of the guards here before he went and joined the Doha. But apparently, one of you talked to one of the other guards that were here, and they talked to him, and they got him to come in for a vaccine trial. Is that a thing? Are you guys?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So last I checked, Nadak had just checked in.
I don't know why you don't have more confidence in yourself.
Oh, we just didn't believe he believed us.
We're hard-headed people. Come on, like
You're literally.
Yeah. Yeah, you're hard-headed people, but you're not unreasonable.
Most of the time.
Oh, we're gonna traumatize this poor infant.
No, because I'm going to be doing the talking. Yeah, I said
one
what I said.
diplomatic mission, and all of a sudden you think you've got a silver tongue. I see how it is.
I am the first officer. I have done a lot of talking.
Commander.
Also, I'm not going to threaten him.
Okay, Commander.
Uh-huh.
I have utter faith in your abilities. You're going to scare the child.
I can't tell if you're condescending to me.
I'm just I just want to shout out here that this is that most of the time here Vimes is like, no, here I'm gonna go do bad cop stuff. And Nico's like, no, don't. But then suddenly Bard is like, nuh-uh, I'm gonna talk to this fool. And Vimes is like, whoa, hang on. Whoa,
I'm
buddy.
Stopping this.
Buddy.
I'm not stopping this. I'm not even like
He's just a little guy.
not even being judgmental about it.
Despicable.
Vimes wants you to terrify this child. But
I was like, I'm not gonna scare him. I'm just gonna
Poke at him a little.
It'll be fine. I don't know what you guys think I'm about to do.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make jokes.
I'm gonna be the one to scare him if I find out he's Doha.
Sosa's gonna be like, you've been tasing yourself?
I've got some bones to pick with you.
You've been tasing yourself? You've been tasing your fellow Klingons? What are you doing?
Why don't you let me tase you, bro?
Yeah. Let me go talk to him.
Yep.
What was his name?
Nadak.
Okay.
You find them in the main tent area. Many people are laid down. But there is a bench with a few young Klingons lined up on it, seated who don't appear to require immediate medical attention, though some of them do display signs of the harrowing. And they're sort of just kind of looking dour and impatient. And Vimes and Colas, you would recognize Nadak among them. It looks like you kind of recognize a couple others. There are a couple others that you think were in the Doha procession that you saw, but you distinctly recall Nadak because Nadak was the one that got up on your grill.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he persuaded some friends. How nice.
Yeah, I'm just
We
gonna
love that.
elbow Colas and be like, look.
Better than I expected.
Deprogram. I told you it was effective. It's effective.
We did it. I know.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you too, Colas. I don't know you very well, but good job.
Thanks.
All right. I think I will step to the group and ask, after like getting kind of like an indication from Vimes to confirm which one I'm speaking with.
Mhm.
I will ask if they have a moment to discuss some things. And I will gesture off to the side. I'm not going to gesture out of the tent. I'm not going to separate them completely from their friends. I would just like to have
want to talk
word.
about this outside?
I don't want to make them go outside if they don't want to go outside. I just want to have a
And he kind of looks to either side and will...
Stop being nice to him, Jesus.
Look,
I don't like him.
So it's like, I know he's tased somebody. I know he has.
He has the look of a
Yep.
taser about him. And he looks to the other side.
Of tasers.
He ultimately kind of begrudgingly kind of stands up and kind of looms over you and says, "We may speak."
Does he not see? He wants to speak here. He doesn't want to go. Off
He
to the side?
will go where you gesture.
Okay. The looming always gives me pause. It's like, are you looming because you're going to stay here and stand your ground? Or are you just tall? You just tall? Okay, cool. I am not.
Yeah, he's just chest thumping. He's just tub thumping. You know,
Aggressive by nature.
naughty by nature, you might say. Yeah.
God.
Bring him over to the side. So what I am about to ask you does not impact anything that's going to happen with your trials or even with the authority. This has nothing to do with that. Before I ask the questions, but I'm looking for Oric, and I'm looking for any information that
I don't know an Oric.
you don't know an Oric. Did you perhaps at any point know a Kuva?
I don't know Kuvan either.
He's lying. You should tase him.
So just outside the tent, just like listen.
Don't do it. He might like that.
That's true.
This is,
Do you know what's happening outside this planet with the people who are trying to bring supplies and aid?
I hear things.
Did you hear any of these things from other members of the Doha?
We do not speak what one hears in the lodges.
And in passing in the streets?
I have heard. There are attacks. What do you want, Starfleet? Speak plainly.
I want to find the pirates. I want to find a way to make them stop. They're killing people. They're killing people who surrender. They're killing people who can't or don't fight back. There's nothing respectable or honorable about that. That's vicious in a way that is ugly.
One could say that what is sparing them the dishonor of surrender. I hear these things.
Do any of the members of the Doha who also hear these things, do they ever go with someone and not come back?
Many die here, Amoranga. We do not always know how or why. We can only hope that they died well.
The vaccines work. What do you want to do?
What do you mean?
If the vaccines work and you are fit and safe from the harrowing, and you may leave this quarantined area, what are you going to do? You will have to find honor some other way. If the trials don't kill you, you will have to do something else. What are you going to do?
There is no guarantee the vaccine will work.
There isn't. But what will you do if it does?
A warrior concerns themselves with the battle before them, not the ones to be fought tomorrow.
And if you fight that war tomorrow, and you go up, you get the chance to go up and leave, and you are shot out of the sky by pirates, are you going to know who did that to you?
It matters not if I see the face of my enemy, as long as I die well.
I don't think it would be. I think it would be a shame. Like I said, there's no authority in these questions. But it's not an honorable thing that those pirates are doing. And I would like to deal with them, so if you do hear anything else in the streets, it might be of interest for hunting parties. That, I think, would be an honorable and productive use of time for someone. who survives a trial.
What about you?
Mm-hmm.
What do you plan to do with the rest of your life? What keeps you going? What do you live for, Starfleet?
There is something wholly rewarding for getting through each day, despite everything. What I'm going to do with the rest of my life is continue to find myself in places like this. Places where it is not easy to help people, but I'm going to do it anyway. Even if they don't want my help, I'm going to offer it. I'm going to do what's through Starfleet. I'm going to do what I can to help and protect people, which includes helping find vaccines, hunting pirates, whatever it takes. I cannot dedicate my life to one thing in a singular way, but I can dedicate myself to a whole thing. It covers like a big blanket.
I suppose I can think of worse ways to live. He walks past you back into the tent and takes a seat back on the bench. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Lurking.
I think you got quite the grin going there.
Lurking. I don't know, like, because they're not going to tell us shit. And Vimes knows that. So I think Vimes might be going to... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a plan because, like, there's no target right now. We don't know what we're after.
Like, I know, yeah. Vimes gets fidgety when there's not like a thing to do.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because it's like Vimes plans. Vimes creates contingency plans. That's what Vimes does. It is literally their job. And we don't know where this Auric is, and none of these rowdy boys are gonna tell us shit.
No, but I told them, hey, if you survive the vaccine trials, you can hunt pirates. So we just gotta wait.
Honestly, that was a really good call.
That was a really good call. Yeah.
It's like,
I do appreciate that.
You want to do something honorable? What if you hunt pirates? So start thinking about where you can find some pirates.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think Vimes might just be shadowing Colas and seeing. Yeah.
Well, what's Colas doing then?
Yeah, what's Colas doing, Mac? Tell me what Colas is doing.
I think Colas probably would have spoken to the magistrate just to kind of get an update about how bad shit is, since they got rushed and had to beam the fuck out of here. and see if there's been any other, like, recent attacks, if they're, if the guards are still around, all
So
that kind of stuff.
at this point, it seems that the barracks, such as it existed at the monastery, was basically non-existent. Most of them had either left, fallen ill, or defected to the Doha. But it appears as though the deployed team from the Gallant is helping to kind of keep a lid on things. It seems as though, for the most part, the Doha, well, they're very accustomed to picking fights with Klingons. They seem a little bit less. They're not quite as sure what to do with Starfleet. Like, some of them are trying to pick fights, but not as often.
Yeah,
They're just it's just a little bit too much of an outside context problem.
They do dumb things like try to de-escalate and talk to you, and it's just not a satisfying fight anymore.
Yeah, they don't
this is
just immediately slap you, so.
This isn't fun anymore. This isn't fun anymore.
And I feel like
Don't
Vimes,
hit me back.
and I feel like Vimes would have put every single Vulcan in her like roster out on the front lines to be like, the Klingons get in their face and they're just like, fascinating.
We're just gonna stonewall you.
Yep.
Just gonna give you a little pinch and walk you over to the vaccine table.
Deposit. Yeah.
All right, and what is Sosa getting up to?
Sosa is administering a vaccine study. Excuse me.
All right. Yeah, no, that is completely fair.
You think she's gonna leave this to somebody else? No. This is her baby now. This is her thing.
All right.
She can't trust that they're gonna do it correctly.
That is completely. I think at one point, like Barot tries to coordinate something, and you just kind of like step in, and it's like, nah.
No.
What's the Parks and Rec? I know more than you.
And you know what?
God.
You know what? Barot's
Sosa
just like
is Ron Swanson.
I love Ron Swanson so much.
Oh, here's my orders from Starfleet. Just a scribbled, I could do whatever I want. Like piece of paper.
I mean, honestly, I think the Barot is just like, you know what? Honestly, something I don't have to do. Cool. All right.
Barot needs a nap anyways.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
You
lie
go have
down.
yourself a lie down. You've earned it. You've earned it, champ.
I think that's what I'm gonna do, actually.
Sosa's like, I'm the doctor now. I have a doctorate. Don't look at what it's for.
Look at me. I'm the doctor now.
I'm the doctor now.
I'm the doctor now. I'm prescribing you nap.
Exactly. It can be sedatives and a nap if you want. You want the good drugs?
Oh, and I think it says Nico, as you're heading back to go to sort of check in on Barot and see how he's doing, you are stopped by one of the Klingon medical students and just says, "Excuse me, commander, is that how I should refer to you? I'm sorry. One of the patients just asked me to pass you this." And just a little piece of paper.
Yep.
And it just says on it, "I hear things," and a set of coordinates.
Oh.
All right. Yes, I will go
like
round up
with a
Vimes.
bone.
It's shooting time.
I feel Nico takes a moment to feel so proud. So proud of them. And then is gonna go find where Vimes is. I don't know if I want to bring Colas on this. I don't know if I have it. Oh, I can. You gotta go get your vaccine. I can leave you here.
Plausible deniability.
Fantastic.
I'm so glad
Do you encourage Vimes to make sure that Colas goes to get a vaccine before meeting up?
I think I straight up, when I find you two, I'd say, so starting the vaccine trials. Time for you to go. And then I'm gonna just take Vimes away.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what I have until after I've separated you two.
Colas is a man of his word. He did say that he would do this, so he'll go get his shot.
Go be a man of honor and fight in the
Okay,
trials.
I've got a lollipop for you.
Klingon just like licks the lollipop and is like, a warrior snack.
A warrior snack. Oh.
Exactly. It's for on the go when you're on your way to your next battle.
Bard, you are giddy.
Yeah. I got someplace for us to go.
Do I get to shoot things there?
Maybe if it's an ambush. I don't think it's a trap. I think in the truly positive and optimistic light in which I travel through life, not out of spite, but out of love and optimism, I think we're going to I think we're gonna go get some information about the pirates. And I then show them my note.
Can I map out this location, Brendan? Where is it?
Yeah, based on the coordinates here, you're pretty easily able to determine where it corresponds to in the system.
So it's off planet.
It is off planet, but it is in the system.
Colas is going to be so mad.
Yeah. Especially since he's supposed to be sticking with y'all. He's supposed to be with
You are, in fact, still with Starfleet. Buddy.
Well, so I think, Nico, there is the little ningling thing in your head that is like, this is definitely skirting the line of what your instructions were.
Yep. Oh, yes, correct.
Oh,
I'm skirting that line. I have not yet.
We're going to need assistance on this. Who are we bringing, Commander?
Well, Binks is still down here, right?
Yes, but Banks is securing. We cannot take any of my team from here. They are the only thing keeping the Doha out.
Well, them and this taser.
Them and this pain stick I found.
I think if that's actual, like, in character, Vimes just looks at it and goes, "No, you can keep that." That seems appropriate.
For the rest of forever, Sosa's got that pain stick.
Yeah,
Hell
put
yeah,
it in
I
your
do.
inventory.
I only bust it out when I really want to make an impression. It's just, it's not a very practical thing to carry around. It's really just for the aesthetic. So
yeah. Yep. Oh. Who are we bringing, Commander? That you can trust to skirt the truth about why we are leaving Colas.
It was going to be you.
Well, yes, but I would prefer it not be the two of us. I would prefer a third set of eyes.
Well, Sosa's busy.
I was kind of assuming you were going to take the Gallant, take the ship that can actually fight.
Well, yeah, but I was also assuming we would also be taking a shuttle to wherever this is. So, like, maybe sneaking in on the front end and the Gallant to back us up. I don't know anything about these coordinates, Brendan. You said they're in the system. That's it.
Well, would you like to do some more research into those coordinates?
Yes, please.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an insight security.
To make choices without all of the information researched painstakingly from like 8,000 backwater like contacts they still have.
You know,
Meets it, beats it, right?
Yes, meets it, beats it.
the wild
2
fun
and a
thing,
14, which is exactly what I needed to roll.
you've got
That's
a
2
contact who
successes.
literally has been working in this system who wants to fight the fucking pirates.
Bard
but
said
can't.
no. Bard said no. Commanding officer said no.
Here's what Bard said. Bard said that this was something that, you know, wasn't about authority and people weren't going to get in trouble. And if I bring you, that probably won't be true.
Well,
And so, while I understand I am skirting my rules, and I should in fact be bringing you as the liaison, in the interest of not getting whoever this is, because here's the thing, if it's a trap, I will have to deal with that consequences. If it's not a trap, I don't want this person to freak out in bulk when they see a member of the Klingon, you know, upper authority
Commander.
coming, who's gonna yoink him. I don't know. I just, yeah.
May I make the suggestion we bring Colas anyway?
But if they, but what if they rabbit?
They're not going to, because they're not going to see Colas. Colas is going to put on a Starfleet uniform.
Oh,
I'm gonna do what?
You guys
now?
better
No,
hope
I'm not
you come
actually
get
there. You guys
Colas
are talking about this.
before Sosa gives like the vaccine, because as soon as Sosa administers the vaccine, not allowed to leave. Part of the study. It would, you know, complicate the results. Everybody needs to stay here under supervision.
Yep.
So you better beat the buzzer if you're going to bring Colas with you.
You got 30 seconds to decide, Julia.
You should do
do what? Leave him or go get him?
Go get him.
Okay,
Get him. You should get him.
fine. Go get him. I'm just saying, if they see Colas and they freak out,
don't worry about that. I'm going to convince Colas to change his clothes.
you're gonna hurt Brannigan's feelings.
What are you talking about?
Sosa knows what I'm talking about.
Sosa is not here.
Okay. All right.
Colas!
So also while you're doing that, doing some more research into these coordinates,
Yes.
it looks like it looks as though it is there is a shipping depot in the area that is largely disused.
Mm-hmm.
Could be used as a base for ships.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Almost as if that's exactly what it's for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yep. I'm going to go snag Colas, despite Bard's objections, and be like, "You're gonna thank me for this."
Okay.
After I make you incredibly angry.
Okay.
I need you to put on a Starfleet uniform.
What?
Don't worry about it. This is Bard's plan.
It's not my plan. It's only part of my plan.
Why?
Because we're going to go hunt down Auric, and you can't be obviously of the Empire when we do. They might run. We'll give you the same rank. You'll be wearing what Bard's wearing. Just bigger.
Obviously. I would hope.
No, same size. We're using Bard's uniform. Yeah.
High waters.
If I can interject,
Mhm.
maybe instead of a Starfleet uniform, because I'm pretty sure that violates some like ethics things for the Starfleet to have like imposters in uniform. Why don't you dress Colas up like Doha?
Done it multiple times.
Look, we pick and choose when we violate our ethics. All right, you don't understand. You're new here, okay? Like
we violate ethics in the privacy of our own rooms, not where anyone can see us.
We learned our lesson. You don't do it where you are making evidence of why you should be court-martialed later.
But that is a good point. Maybe putting them in a Doha robe would be better than a Starfleet uniform.
Ruining my fun. Sure.
Ruining my false flag, guys. Oh.
I kind of almost like the idea of being in a Star Trek or a Starfleet uniform more than that.
Just a
Steve?
suggestion. I'm not even going to be
Thanks,
there, so I
Sosa.
don't care what you guys
Yep.
get up to after you walk out of this tent.
Sosa's like, I'm doing science.
This is
Go
my
away.
world, all right? If you're not going to help, then I want you to leave.
Yeah, I was going to
going-
suggest
we're
Sosa
going.
come along, but it seems like Sosa's in their element, so...
Yeah.
No, Sosa, there is no possible way that you could incentivize Sosa to leave, short of you, the GM, being like,
Science.
okay, I know it's not a character, but I need you to get on the ship with them, and me be
No.
like, I'm perfectly fine to let them jet off and do whatever weird
Cool,
shenanigans.
alright.
Like, what am I going to do to help?
Yeah.
Science.
Science.
Like how I helped with science when I ran into the room with the rebels and got us stuck in a cage for the next session.
Yeah, but we figured it out.
We figured it out.
Yeah, we figured it out. I said to that guy, hey, you can either save your friend or you can both die. And then it was fine. It worked out. We figured it out. We did it.
So,
All right.
I think we leave it to Mac. What uniform are you putting on, Doha or Starfleet?
I think when given those as the options, he will very begrudgingly choose Starfleet.
Cool. Sounds good.
Very, very begrudgingly.
All right.
Yeah,
Slapping on
Doha sucks.
slapping on the Starfleet Reds, and you got your 3 pips up there.
Yep. And I'm going to drag him onto the bridge. Play along.
Oh, no, not the bridge. We're going to the coordinates.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
parade him in front of Brannigan. I see how it is.
See? Sosa gets it. Sosa knows.
What are you two talking about?
Who is Brannigan?
You met Brannigan.
Yeah, who is Brannigan? Why don't you explain, Vibes?
Is another lieutenant commander on the ship. What are you two drinking?
Nothing
The
yet.
ship needs to go.
Is he a companion of yours? They seem to be very intent on this.
I think they want him to be a companion of mine.
So you're companionless.
Hey.
So yeah, this occurs. I guess this conversation occurs in the turbo lift. All right. So you guys are heading? You're going to head to the coordinates in the Gallant. What is your plan of approach here?
Get as close safely as we can that communication will still be feasible, and then go shuttle down to get actually closer, so that the Gallant has like the maneuvering room to like get gone if she needs to.
And at least 3 red shirts.
Banks.
Not Binks. Binks is on the planet.
I'm trying to give Brendan some enrichment.
I just gave Brendan enrichment.
He
3
got
unnamed
2.
red shirts that he can
got
kill
2
by
that
the
were
end of this
named last
episode.
time.
Yes.
That have like almost the same name
Oh,
but
yeah.
backwards.
Right. Yes. yes.
Mike
It was-
Bart and Bart Michael.
Yes.
Yes. Mike, Bart,
Oh, God. And
Bart.
Bart Michaels.
Bart, Michaels.
Yeah, they can come. And then one other.
Telling you what, only $5 to name them.
It's true. You name a child.
Otherwise, I'm naming them George.
Steve.
You can name him after someone you don't like, and then we can really kill him.
There's already one named Mike. Billy.
Drop that
All
$5.
right. All right. So your away team consists. You're going to go take a shuttle to try and see if you can like infiltrate.
Mhm.
We're gonna go, look for the person who has heard things and see what we can suss out about some pirates so that we can mayhaps hunt some pirates. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun and cool and safe.
Okay. All right. Well,
I was with you till that last one.
your approach.
I am getting through this with optimism and love.
You approach the shipping depot. Scans currently do not show any ships in the area.
That doesn't mean anything with Klingons.
Yeah, just
had
fucking
fun.
rip it, baby. Slop that down, dude. Shit, yeah, dude. Crack one for the big boy.
Mac.
Name the third one Kira.
Kira? Okay.
God damn.
So Bart, Mike, and Kira.
Mm-hmm. So you were then going in a shuttle to check out the depot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You approach. The depot is orbiting a moon, orbiting a gas giant. You are pretty sure that you have been able to use both the planet and the moon to effectively shadow your approach to the depot. It's of Klingon make. Several decades old at this point. Cursory scan would seem to indicate that it's abandoned.
But
you got these coordinates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody's here or somebody's coming. We could have beaten them here.
So the question is, do you want to try and dock or wait and see who shows up?
Either way, we're meeting somebody at some time, Commander. We might as well establish a location from which we know we can escape.
Yeah, I'll commit to landing, to docking in a way that someplace that we have a good vantage of. Whatever the docking one on the end, so that when we have to go, we don't have to deal with lanes. We can just be like, fuck off.
Phew.
Okay.
Advantageous docking.
You manually dock, as you were not able to establish contact with an onboard computer. It appears as though entering the hallway, that this place is in use, but it has been shut down when no one is actively here in order to maintain the appearance of continued disuse. What are you guys looking for?
Ambush.
Looking around, you don't detect anyone here. There's no scans popping up now that you're inside. There's definitely some choke points that would make for good ambushes, but they don't materialize. You do find a number of quarters. There are some Doha robes, there are pain sticks, there are shrines to Kalis, the Emperor, and various sort of imperial slogans graffitied upon the wall.
Okay.
There does also appear to be copious blood wine.
They
Like
are
there
pirates.
there are many empty barrels and several barrels that have not yet been opened. Like, this is like, Klingons are known for their love of blood wine, but like, Colas, you're looking at this and like, even you're like, this is kind of
This is
excessive.
excessive.
It's like,
Yeah.
this, I think these guys might have a problem.
Like, either there is a fuck ton of these guys here, or
Either there is a concerning number of pirates that we had not considered previously, or they got a problem.
they got a
I
serious problem.
think I'm also monitoring communications channels to see if
Mhm.
anybody's trying to contact us.
Right, open channel.
I think while that's going on, I think what Nico is looking for is some kind of, so this was a previous depot. There's the rooms that they are making use of, but also there are rooms that were had an intended purpose at one point. I'm going to
Mhm.
look for whatever kind of like office or conference room or meeting area that was set up.
Mhm.
Either to see if somebody might have left something in one of those spots. Like, maybe they didn't intend to speak to us in person. Maybe they're leaving like a file or a data pad or something. So I'm going to look in those areas, I think, to see if there's anything that might have been like left for us to find rather than an actual person to speak with.
I think, yeah, in a conference room, it does appear that it has been used for planning. There are some pads left on the table with maps of the system, some known routes of the aid shipments to Marenga, as well as what would appear to be scans of your ship, scans of the Gallant.
Mm. Do these happen to have perhaps a watermark on them that indicates if these maybe came from the Starfleet or the Empire side between our coordinations, or if these were like built
Or from
themselves?
that bird of prey that we blasted out of the sky.
It looks as though some of them came from the bird of prey that you destroyed. Others appear to be coming from civilian vessels, which there are civilian vessels in the vicinity of Marenga. It's hard to tell which ones could have done it. There's a bunch of possibilities.
Okay.
But
nothing that indicates betrayal.
Right. Yeah. Just that, you know, they have been looking in on you.
Yeah.
And there does appear to be an audio log on one of the pads that was left out.
Oh, I am for sure gonna play that shit. In between documenting, hey, they got all of our all this shit. I'm also gonna be like, all right, let's press play.
It's just a voicemail. So sorry we missed you. Hope you come back later for us to catch up.
Let me play this voicemail. That's gonna trigger a bomb. Let's go.
Yep. Let's fucking go.
It begins playing. There is some murmuring in the background, followed by a belch. And finally a voice, kind of muffled, says, Captain's log. Whatever the fucking star date is, I don't know. It's day. Got to be over 1,000 days at this point. I'm getting tired. I think we're all getting tired. I think maybe we finally found what we're looking for. finally found a way that we can fucking get done with all this shit, you know? A way that we can get to Stovokor. I just, I don't even know why I'm recording this. I guess I just kind of wanted to feel like somebody was listening. Even if it's just a recorder. I didn't mean for them to get killed. I should have, after Jodmos died, I should have fucking said it was enough. I should have said, I shouldn't have pushed him. I don't know why anymore I did the things that I did. I can't think like that guy anymore. I don't know why I pushed them the way I did. I don't know why I pushed Kuvan the way I did. I don't know why I was so fucking insistent. They do the things that I never got to do. I didn't mean to get them all killed. I didn't. But it's okay. I'm gonna see him again. Log ends.
Tone of that message would suggest Oric is dead, Commander.
Well, how old is the message?
Timestamp on the message is about 13 hours ago.
About to die.
You have an open channel, Vimes, with the Gallant.
Yep.
And you get a message. Commander, we're under fire.
They're using us to get themselves killed so they go to Stovokor. Commander Colas, do we grant them that mercy?
Or if we don't.
Radio back and let the captain know that Commander Colas would like them alive.
Certainly do our best, Commander.
Yeah, come on.
And at this point, suddenly you actually feel the structure around you begin to rock violently as you are thrown from the force of an impact.
Time to go.
True. You hear over the channel, Commander, this is the captain. They're attacking the outpost. We can get you out, but we'll have to lower shields.
Do not.
You are thrown by another impact. There are alarm systems going off. That you hear over the channel. They're going to destroy the outpost, Commander. You're going to die.
Commander,
We have to beam you out.
Permission to do something really stupid.
How stupid is stupid?
Open a I can talk. Open a communication channel to them. Call them cowards.
You can do that from the Gallant. 6 to. You can do that from the Gallant. 6 to beam back, and I'm gonna take the data pad that had that audio recording on it.
All right. Roger that. Beaming out. And you feel yourselves dematerialize just as you see the outpost collapse inward. The last thing you see is the bulkhead opening into the empty vacuum of space. But you materialize safely back on the Gallant, but are once again rocked by a savage impact. As you would surmise that the Klingon ship has taken advantage of the fact that they had to lower shields to beam you out to attack the Gallant directly.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Baby crimes are happening, I do believe.
Yeah, sounds right.
I saw the boy's tail, so I know he's there.
So you rush to the bridge, I'm assuming.
Okay. Can we not be beamed directly to the bridge? Can that be a thing?
Sure. Yeah, we'll just beam you directly to the bridge.
Sweet. Okay.
Which unfortunately, so I'm just going to say you asked for this. Unfortunately,
who do I land on?
Who do you think you land on?
Whomst else?
Whomst? I ask you this. So yes,
as far as two of the other people in the stream see it, there are two options of that. So
you are thrown atop Brannigan immediately upon beaming in.
Why are you all okay? Get up, like press against his face and stand up again. Shields up.
At which point you hear Brannigan say, "Oh no, I was thinking we would just let them shoot at us some more."
Brannigan,
but if you think we should bring the shields
Brannigan,
up,
I will put you on the ground again.
This is not time for flirting vibes.
Yeah.
Jesus. Pull yourself together.
Nico's just standing there and shaking their head.
Here, so this is not actually happening, but
Nico stands there on Sosa's behalf and just shakes their head, just like
Commander requesting to open a
pulls up a
communication
data
channel
pad and takes a picture to show Sosa later.
hailing them, Commander. Channel is open. I'm not sure if they'll respond.
Commander started playing that message. Let his crew hear his words. His cowardice. Unless you have a better option, Commander Colas.
It's a great way to start.
I'm gonna go hook this message up and just play it back.
Okay. Interesting. Who? It's sort of a group effort here. Who would like to give me a control command? Sure, go for it.
Yeah. Can I assist?
I
Because I
don't
have a
know.
14 in control of command. I don't know if I can assist or
I have
not.
15 in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I will need it.
Okay. Because you have a thing, don't you?
Yeah, I have a couple things.
Okay.
So that is an 11 and a 4. I had to get under a 14, so that is 2 successes.
Okay. The Gallant is rocked by another impact on their shields. Vimes, you can see from the tactical station that at present shields are holding at about 70%, but you have sustained some significant damage to the ablative armor. No hull breaches as of yet, but you're in worse shape than you'd like to be.
Okay. Taking precautions to avoid putting our weak spots in harm's way, and preparing to fire disabling shots, not destructive shots.
Okay. Would you like to go ahead and shoot those destructive shots? Those disabling shots, I should say.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
All right, I'm rolling
All
right.
the ship. Right?
Just for the record, after I get the message up and playing,
Mhm.
Nico is advising the captain that they're going down to engineering to assist in keeping the damage from getting worse,
Okay.
because that is where my other set of skills lies.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Very cool.
Phasers. What am I rolling?
This will be. Go ahead and roll. I guess this will be. So you're trying to do a disabling shot. I'm going to call this weapons plus engineering.
Oh shit! Cool. Okay. Now the question is, can I read the dice I just rolled because it's dark gray? Okay, that's an 11 and a 1. 11 and a 1, and I had to hit a 12.
Okay, cool. So that's total of 3 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. You fire off a phaser volley, and you are pretty sure that you have managed to hit their engines.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty sure they're not warp capable anymore, but they do
Okay.
have impulse power, and they are still firing.
Okay.
They do want to die.
They do want to die, Colas.
Colas, what are you doing?
You're up, sir.
Oh boy. Got that message playing. I think he will. I think he will just say loud enough to hopefully that it carries that your captain thinks that he's getting you to stove a core. Firing on people who do not want to kill you, that's not battle. That's not honorable. You have a choice. You can do the right thing, or you can make sure that you end up going to, and I'm trying to find the name of the hell for.
Oh wait, we figured this out earlier.
I know. That's why I'm scrolling back through. Like I'm trying to find it.
Scroll.
Jim
Grithor.
found it.
Grithor.
The other doc did the dramaturgy for us, which we are very appreciative of.
Okay, go ahead and also give me a control command.
All right. I got double 13s, which is I succeeded. It's just amusing that they were both 13s.
Both 13s. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Down in engineering, you reach the engine room where at present Lieutenant Osset and the Klingon ensign that you had heard referenced before, Ensign Nagarin, are presently trying to patch a leak coming from the reactor.
Hi guys, scoot on over real quick. I'm coming in. Because I know my ship. So I wanna definitely try to help. I wanna help fix that.
Go ahead. Yeah,
and,
go ahead.
I know my ship is one of my talents, so I will automatically get a third die for free.
Very cool. Yep, you are sensing that this appears to be a stress fracture in one of the primary coolant lines.
Would that be structurally? Would that be structural?
Structural, yeah.
So can my focus in structural engineering also come in?
Yeah, actually, yeah. No, that sounds good.
Okay. So between this,
How many dice are you rolling?
4. So that would be a control. Would that be control engineering?
Let's call it control engineering. Yeah.
Okay. Then that is 2 successes. 2 successes.
All right. Yeah. Between that,
a 2 and a 3.
okay. Between that, helping them out. Oh, do any of your focuses come into play?
Structural engineering.
What is your engineering?
My engineering is a 4.
Oh, okay, so both of those would be double successes then because of your focus. That's what total 4 successes total.
Yeah. So 4
Okay.
successes. 4 successes to help save my ship. That's to save my good old girl. The old gal.
All right. And yeah, you are successful in doing it. With your additional set of hands, you guys are able to seal the coolant leak, and you are seeing the levels return to normal. Unfortunately, it does appear that you are not going to have warp capability probably for at least another 10 minutes or so. And back on the bridge, you are doing the best you can at impulse. And ooh. No. Okay. We only got 1 success, but it was a critical success. So.
No, you didn't. Precautions.
I did though.
I literally said I took precautions.
Yeah, but it doesn't stop. Doesn't stop you getting a critical success.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if crits.
Once per scene, if the ship suffers a breach, I can prevent that.
If there was a breach,
Yeah.
but
We're
who
damn
said
close to it.
who said you were suffering a breach? Although, well, that's okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Good news, it doesn't breach. However, your shields are gone. Because sadly, because I maxed out those damage rolls too. So fortunately, at this point, there is no breach, but that last disruptor volley, just housed your shields. You are at 0% shields. They're going to regenerate, but certainly not fast enough to take another direct volley. What's your plan?
Polis, alive or dead? Proton torpedoes.
Well, it's a question. Are you because you can attempt to disable them again. You can attempt to try and disable their weapons, or you can go for the throat. It's up to you.
Cola said to kill them.
Polis is pretty much just trying to make sure that y'all that we don't get killed from these motherfuckers.
That is that is fair.
From downstairs in the bottom of the ship, you feel Nyko's the vague sense of disappointment.
Fair enough. Okay, you can. So you're going to go for proton torpedoes?
Yeah, I will confirm with the captain that order is accepted.
The captain is deferring to his tactical officer assessment of the situation.
I'm going to disable their weapons.
Okay.
Not giving them the satisfaction of death.
I hope it works. I really hope it works.
All right.
Me too.
Well, that's the thing. It might not work, but for the story. For the drama.
Do it for the bit.
Okay. All right. What am I rolling? Weapons.
Well, yeah, to disable them, weapons engineering.
Okay, another 12. Be good to me, please.
You do have 2 momentum in the pot.
Yeah. Yeah, and if I spend a momentum, I am going to spend a momentum. I'm going to roll 3 dice. I am
Okay.
also going to do that and invoke Chief of Security
Okay.
so that their next attack is harder.
Okay.
Okay. 3 dice. Holy fuck. I rolled a 12, which is 1 success.
Okay.
I rolled a 3, which is 2 success. And this dice rolled another 1.
Nice.
Damn.
So weird.
4
saying
success.
90 to that.
It's so strange to be excited about a 1.
Yeah.
It really is.
I'm never rolling this dice in D&D ever again.
Yeah. So that is a total of 4 successes then, yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
To disable their weapons with phasers.
Amazing.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You fire
We call
that.
this growth.
Yeah. You fire that phaser spread, and this time, yeah, you are able to hit their weapons systems, their photons and their disruptor firing arrays directly, and you are certain that they are disabled. They have no other means of destroying you, except perhaps for one.
Ramming us.
So what you see on the screen in front of you is the bird of prey on a direct collision course for you.
Commander, we need power now. Down to Nico.
Nico's down there working on the engine, and she goes, "Tell Brannigan to flip the ship."
Brannigan?
On it.
Colas, you better hold on.
And
Very confused about what's happening now.
and
Look.
you start to
Hold on.
try and perform evasive maneuvers, and it is just a little bit sluggish because of the power issues, as the reactor is still getting up to full capacity, and you just fired off an intense phaser array. You were trying to get out of position, but you're not quite going to make it. And you realize this, and you brace for impact. But it doesn't come. The bird of prey breaks off at the last moment.
They did it. They fucking did it.
Mutiny.
Mutiny!
Commander, we're being hailed by the bird of prey. They have said that they would like to discuss terms. And that is where we are going to end this episode of Star Trek Gallant.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to everybody who came on this little journey with us. If you hung out, if you chatted, if you donated, all of those things, especially if you donated, it really does mean a lot, because we could not do any of what we do without your support for us or for the causes that we are raising money for. Let's go ahead and have everybody do our outros and our plugs, starting with Cass.
Me. Let's see. Where will I be this month? Tomorrow I will be back here for Redacted, JD's horror game that we are running, and are back. And I'm excited because the haunted duplexes are in so much trouble. And then Sunday I will be over on Tales from the Table Studios for Sundered Skies, our Fabula Ultima campaign. And then Tuesday we'll be back at Table 1 of our campaign of Simtai and Sensibility over at Tales from the Table Studios. If you want to see the inaugural episode of Table 2, that is this Friday. it's Friday night, they are dealing with the consequences of my table's actions because timey-wimey shit. And then alternating Thursdays to Redacted, you can find me over on Entropy Emporium for God Complex, our Girl by Moonlight campaign. We pilot the husks of dead gods to fight interdimensional space kaijus, and we just went to the bad place. And my character's having a panic attack. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I blame Will.
We should always blame Will for everything.
Right?
It's a safe bet.
Hi, I'm Julia. Tonight I have played First Officer Nyko Bard, who is living on the opposite of spite. You can find me at Hexbot on all social media. I'm thinking about what I'm doing. Usually I would be here every other Saturday, including this upcoming Saturday, but things are going on. Things are going on this weekend, so no. But I'm usually here every other Saturday for class reunion, every other Sunday for Academy H, every other Tuesday for Sayer House 6, every other Wednesday for this, and every other Thursday for Never Ember's Enigma, where I will be playing Lavinia Hale. Remember, ACAB does include Lavinia Hale. Thank you and good night.
And Rouge.
Hello, I'm Rouge. I have been Lieutenant Commander So Serene. And this is pretty much the only place you can find me these days. But if you haven't already joined the Discord for Live from the Apocalypse, you should do that because first Monday of every month, we host a community night in the Discord. We just got that back up and running again this month. So we've obviously just had that one, but that'll be in September. We will be doing another of our community nights, which tends to be a movie double feature with a very tenuous theme between the two that I pick because no one can stop me. So you should join so you can be part of that because it's always movies that we pretty much spend most of our time heckling. So, yay.
And of course, last but not least, Mac.
Hi, I've been Mac. Rouge, I want to tell you, I went and bought the DVD of the one that we for the last community night
this past Monday.
Yeah, I did because it was delightful and I loved it. But Mac, I have been Commander Colas, Son of Goal. I don't do anything else, so I have nothing to plug. You can find me on social media when I post occasionally at the Mackinnon everywhere. I do have something I'm attempting to get off the ground, so maybe a thing, but right now I got nothing. So, but I am on the Discord. I spend far too much time there, and I post a lot of memes. So come join us.
Number one meme provider.
Number one meme lord. And hi, everybody, it's me. I was all the other people. When I am not being all the other people here, I am many other people. I am Alex Sandowski, aka Victory on Academy H. I'm the storyteller for Cryptid Community College, our Monster of the Week actual play podcast. It is between stream seasons right now, but we are dropping fully edited episodes every other Sunday. And I think that's all I am actually doing on this channel right now. I've got some other stuff cooking. We'll see if that becomes anything. So I guess that is it for now. Anybody having good raid candidates? Was he up and running? Was he out in these streets?
Adventures Pack is up. They're playing Dungeons and Dragons. It looks like a homebrew.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, if you just want to drop that.
Yeah.
Drop that in the chat. We can go ahead and raid them. So we're going to be going away here in just a second, but don't go anywhere. We're going to be raiding these fine folks. So be cool and let them know that LFTA sent you. And I guess with that, everybody say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.